top of the early morning to you, coming to you live from Frankfurt International Airport, Terminal 2. It's not live, but we are at the airport, and it's the beginning of another Vloggy Vloggerson. We're off to a road trip to the United States to do a very, very special project. I mean, it's always a special project, isn't it? But this one really is special, and you would have seen the main video by now. It's the ultimate E31, Santorini Blue 850 CSI. We're doing this project at BimmerWorld HQ, and this is going to be the behind scenes of this entire road trip, stuff that normally doesn't make it into the main video. Our agenda is to fly into Charlotte. From there, my good friend Z is going to lend me his beautiful manually swapped M6. He did the manual swap himself, and he's a little bit crazy. He insisted on giving me the car, even though it's a 10-hour drive for him. So he put the car on the trailer. He's gonna drive to Charlotte Airport, give me the keys to the car, have dinner with me, and then drive back. I told him, don't do that, it's too much. He said, no, I'm insisting. So yeah, I'm not gonna have a shitty rental, I'm gonna have a cool V10 6-speed manual. From there, we're driving to this huge metropolitan city called Pulaski, where BimmerWorld is located. And when I say huge and metropolitan, I mean tiny. I think less than 10,000 residents or something like that. But it's gonna be cool. We're gonna do the tour of BimmerWorld, see their entire operation. I'll probably drive some cool stuff. Anyway, normally I'm ecstatic for going to the US to do these road trips and just flat out wrench on cool cars. This time around though, a little bit different. Some of you may know I became a father last year, and you know, being a parent, it's not something that was super important to me. We didn't really plan it. It happened, and now that I am one, I gotta say it's the best thing in the world. My son is 8 months now, 8 months now, and he's just the cutest thing ever. So if you ever consider whether you should be a parent or not, it's not for everyone. It's really difficult and exhausting, but it's totally worth it. This is going to be the first time that I'm gonna be away from him for 2 weeks, and that's a little bit difficult because he's in a really cool phase right now. That being said, he's a baby and an anti-sleeping device, so he's not gonna remember anything. So I'm gonna go through the security check, and then I'll catch you in the US, I guess. I need to find some cute dog. Cute dog. That's like Mutzi, man. I haven't seen Mutzi in forever. Since we got the baby, we've been so busy and haven't had any spare time whatsoever. Anyway, I'm gonna go find some food because I don't do airplane food. It doesn't sit well with my tummy. And then I'll catch you in the States. Well, ladies and gents, welcome to the United States of America. Just cleared the customs. Overall pretty smooth, couple of questions, no lines. Like, this was super quick. Normally when I fly into LAX or New York or San Francisco or Miami or other bigger airports that I've been to, you wait hours. But this, super smooth and easy, and big thumbs up for the Charlotte International Airport. Clean toilets as well. Anyway, now I gotta find my good friend Zlatan, and there it is, 6-speed manual V10 M6. What a service, huh? That's it. Just wrapped up dinner at Cracker Barrel, a fine American establishment, but this is our rental car, so to speak. Z is absolutely crazy for driving 10 hours to give me this thing. He wouldn't take no for an answer, and he's, like I said, a really good friend, and this is a beautiful car. This used to be an SMG car, which stands for shitty manual gearbox. Took that out and put a proper 6-speed manual transmission in it. He did the swap himself. And it is a clean car, black sapphire exterior on black interior, and then it's just mainly stockish exhaust, stock intake, and yeah, manually converted, beautiful car. I'm too tired to go into details right now, but I can tell you one thing, this definitely beats a crappy Hyundai Sonata rental car that I would normally get from the airport. And no sunroof, microfiber roof. Isn't that a familiar sound? All right, boys and chiquitas, let's head to the hotel. I didn't sleep a lot the night before the flight. Actually, maybe a couple hours, and then I didn't sleep on the flight. Normally, I can't really get any sleep on the plane. So I'm gonna drive straight to the hotel, shower, hit the sack, and then tomorrow morning, CSI time. and BimmerWorld time. This is my first time in the E63 M6, and I gotta admit, it's been on my bucket list. I really like this car. I mean, I adore the S85, and this is the coupe version, and it's just everything about this car is really impressive. I, for one, love the look of it. I think it's a really pretty car. And then remember when I went to visit Alpina with Project Chicago, their race car? What was it? E63 M6. Because the design of the chassis is really impressive. It's aluminum, so this car is actually not that heavy. It's about the same weight as E90 M3, believe it or not. Yeah, that's the stock intake. Can barely hear it. All right, we have 2 hours and 10 minutes to get to Pulaski. I think it'll be cool. Rural America. I also want to get used to the car a little bit. Seats so far, good, but M5 seats are better. So we are in North Carolina right now, and we are going to Virginia. Pulaski is in Virginia. See, I'm just so used to driving on the Autobahn. I just automatically want to go to the right lane, but then you have that. See, that car is driving in the far left lane. There's nowhere in the right lane. Why you gotta be like that? Am I too German now? Still in the left lane! Why? Warum? You know you're in America when even the air smells like fried food. The weather is beautiful, I gotta say. Really nice and warm. Look at the M6, looking beautiful up against that sunset. And the fuel has gotten really expensive in the US as well. Look at that, $4.20 for 93 octane. Expensive, man, expensive. I mean, it's still cheaper than Europe, but expensive by US standards. So Z also put an oil pressure gauge, which is really neat. It's the one here, and then you have an inbuilt diagnostic tool essentially that's also telling the rad temp, the coolant temp, the voltage of the alternator, and then if a code pops up, you can tell you what it is and you can also clear it. Pretty neat. Just wanted to fulfill my favorite activity of the day, complaining. The situation with headlights in the US is ridiculous. The LED headlights that are poking your eyes out from the cars, like from the oncoming traffic, is ridiculous. But then you also have people putting xenon bulbs in halogen headlights. Like I had a truck earlier, and now there's one right now behind me, pickup truck, and it's just poking my eyes out. How is this legal? And why don't they do something about it? It's not safe. It's just not safe. I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, 27 more minutes to go. Made it to the hotel, Holiday Express Inn. It's a decent hotel. The car was sublime. Perfect. Really comfortable and an easy, smooth drive. Anyway, I'm gonna get a shower, get some sleep, and I'll catch you in the morning. Guten Morgen! Look at that view, huh? Middle of nowhere. But I slept like a king. I slept really good. Finally. I mean, it might have something to do with the fact that it's a comfortable bed and that the anti-sleeping device is not screaming. This is the best sleep I've had in the longest time, so I'm good to go. I was about to say, let's go get some breakfast at the hotel, but the breakfast is served only from 6 till 9 p.m. a.m. I'm not a morning person. I'm not gonna get up before 9 to go grab some breakfast. So I missed that window. We're gonna go to the Waffle House to grab some healthy breakfast and then head over to BimmerWorld. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. Let's again park away from everyone else. Healthy, healthy. Maple syrup. Now that my tummy is full with fried food and I'm one step closer to obesity, let's go to BimmerWorld. Look at that, BimmerWorld! Hell yeah! Man, that thing is massive. You can see an E61 on the parking lot. So big. So freaking big. Alright, I'm gonna go find Phil and meet the good people of BimmerWorld. Here we are, BimmerWorld HQ. That's Ivan, my cameraman for the day. And he's the same guy that did filming for me for Party Racing. Really, really nice guy and does good work, so I hired him for the day. I just met Phil and Kevin and some other folks, and they gave me a quick tour. BimmerWorld offices are right over there. This is the warehouse, all of this, and the shop is right over there. And that's where the CSI is sitting. Under a cover, and I still haven't seen it yet. I want to capture that first reaction on the video, because I'm gonna get all giggly and, you know, it's a Santorini blue CSI. Anyway, I'm gonna hit the loo and then we're gonna start filming the intro, I think, over there with BimmerWorld sign. But this is their shop. It's humongous. Race cars, bend pack lifts. It's just massive. The whole warehouse is huge. I totally forgot I need to vlog. It's pretty late and it's been a busy day. It's 10:30 in the evening, everyone left home and I'm all by myself. I did initial inspection of the car and it's honestly not that bad for a 30-year-old car. Bit of surface rust here and there because it's originally a German car, and I just pulled all of the spark plugs so I can inspect the cylinders and they are mint. Put new plugs in, found that 3 ignition wires were not plugged in correctly, and then 2 spark plugs were kind of loose in there and also incorrect spark plugs. So I hooked up everything and it's running a lot better than it did before. As far as the rest of the car goes, well, You probably saw most of it in the main channel video, but what a car. What a car. What a spectacular color. Santorini blue is out of this world. There isn't a person that walked by this car and didn't notice it and said something about it. It's a beautiful car. But yeah, this is BimmerWorld for you. This is their shop. I thought my shop is big. This is a whole different level. Like, just to go to the restroom, it's a hike. But anyways, it's been amazing because today I was missing like some small parts. I needed an elbow for the venting of the battery. I just told Phil, and within 3 minutes it showed up. Same with the batteries. I need new batteries. Boom, 3 minutes the guy brought it over there. It's been fun. This is literally like a dream. You're missing a part? Boom, order it. It's here. Anyway, I'm gonna go home, get some sleep. The jet lag is in full force. Maybe try to grab a bite somewhere along the way. And then tomorrow, I'm gonna hit it hard. We're digging into this S70. The intake manifolds are coming off. We gotta adjust the banjo bolts and then any potential vacuum leaks and just get this thing to run 100%. You know, I'm kind of glad I'm not doing this car in my shop, because if it was in my shop, I couldn't resist and probably I would strip the chassis. And this car doesn't need that. It's in overall nice condition. I just wanna mint it out mechanically, and then it's gonna be a really nice driver and a hell of a looker, because the paint is gonna pop. Anyway, good night, and I'll see you mañana. Yesterday was a nice summer day, so today is winter. It's winter. Full-blown winter. 0 degrees Celsius and snowing. Yeah, it's probably minus 17,000 in Fahrenheit. That is ridiculous. How did this happen? We went from a nice summer day yesterday, it was 25 degrees Celsius, to holy f***, it's actually snowing and it's winter. Didn't sign up for this. Look at the M6. Covered in snow. Yet again, I forgot to vlog, but in my defense, it's been a busy and proactive day. As you can see, the intake manifolds are off, as well as the valve covers, and this is one mint engine. Properly serviced, regular oil changes. Anyway, I used a bit of thread locker and then the locking tabs, so these banjo bolts can never back out. Cleaned the valve covers, fresh gaskets, and it's all good to go. My plan for tonight is to button up the valve covers and then focus on the front of the engine, get everything off there, and then do the valley pan cover gasket for the coolant as well. So far it's going great, and I really, really like this car. It's so original, it's so untouched, perfectly neglected. That is the way to describe it. Also, look at these beautiful Racing Dynamics headers. That's as rare as the color of the car. You can't buy that anymore, and no one makes headers for this engine. It's just a huge, huge plus for this car. Anyway, I'm gonna get back into it. Day 4, and yesterday was a tough day in the office. Started doing the valley pan, and I've done quite a few of those, and I've never had any major issues. They always came apart quite nicely. I think on the Project Marseille, I had a couple of bolts snap, but here I had seven snap, and that's not even the worst part. The freaking cover broke in half because the rust is so bad. The bolts were welded to the cover. So when I started prying in the front, it let loose there, and then it just cracked in the middle. And now looking at this, the way I should have tried to salvage this is where the bolts snapped, I should have tried to drill them flush with the block and then pry up the cover. I think that would release the pressure. My thinking at the time was, you have studs sticking out, maybe I can get a stud extractor in there and pull it out, but there's just no chance. Once these rust in there, there is no chance of removing them. You have to drill out every single one. And that's what I've done. We have 7 helicoils now, so that's gonna work dandy. Top of that, I'm doing the crank seal in the front, so now I gotta clean up this mess. Don't have the crank holder tool and missing the crank bolt, but I mean, BimmerWorld has been just amazing, absolutely amazing. Ed is gonna ship me a used valley pan cover. BimmerWorld prepped the shipping label. He dropped it off yesterday. That's gonna come today. The crank bolt also gonna come today. Bear in mind, today's Saturday, and we ordered all of that yesterday. Crank seal was here within minutes. I told Phil yesterday, I need a crank seal. He's like, no problem. 3 minutes later, boom, here's the crank seal. There it is. So just amazing hospitality by the guys here. And one guy is now driving 1.5 hours to a dealership through which they ordered some parts to pick up the crank bolt for me. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. Anyway, I'm gonna get back at it. I gotta clean the front of the engine now. All right, ladies and senoritas. Now we're gonna do a tour of BimmerWorld, of their entire facility. And this is all owned by them. And now Phil is gonna give us a tour of everything. So you can see behind the doors what's going on at BimmerWorld. Open sesame. I have a leaking BMW. Need gaskets, rod bearings, Vanos lines.
You knew the magic words.
Yeah.
Welcome,
Phil.
welcome.
This is the main man here for me. Everything that I need, all the parts, I just hit him up even 2 in the morning. That's what I've done last night.
You've been challenging us a little bit. We've been having fun with it though.
Yeah, but it's been great, honestly. The guys are treating you like a king, and I really appreciate that.
We are happy to have you here. It's been fun having you here, fun trying to meet your challenges and requests. It's funny, a 30-year-old car apparently is tough to find parts for at times.
It is, and surprisingly, you do have a lot in stock.
We do.
Like the other evening, 10 p.m., I needed some gaskets specific to the V12. You had them in stock.
We did, and directed you to where Shredden is our own little warehouse employee now, going and pulling his own parts.
Exactly. So this is the shop area.
Yeah, we got the shop here. The GT4 race cars are gone as they're out in California, but we've got a few F32s that we've been working on. Our G87 M2 project car, getting ready to go into the knife for the next phases of that.
That one is done.
Customer GT4 car just about wrapped up. That thing is also getting a little bit spicier, so that'll be a fun project.
So this is the one that the guys have been working on for the past few days.
Yeah,
this was a stock car like 5 days ago.
This was actually my daily driver like 5 days ago, and now we've done a bunch of suspension work, brakes, safety things inside, and that thing's going to go to the racetrack here just next week, along with a couple of these other ones. So
this is like Street Plus, you would call it, or
this would be a Street Plus, yeah. So this is an F32 435. We've been working on a bunch of these F32 N55 base cars for a new race class, and this would be like, it's got the suspension we're going to use, the brakes we're going to use, and
I saw the Brembos, they're really nice.
This is still a streetable car, and the guy that's going to come pick this up and do the race school with it, he's going to street drive it to the track. But nice. Yeah, this is it.
Maybe I need to dab my fingers in the N55
once they get this thing aligned, maybe you take this thing for a little spin.
I want to take it for a spin. Like you have few of them spread around.
We do. We're gonna race that one. Actually, the two white ones on the end. Those are both be racing next week. I'll be racing the one on the right, and then that blue one is also going to become a race car here later this year.
N55 on the track, solid.
N55 on the track. They are solid. Kind of take cues from the M235 IR race cars, as those had the M55 engines. The main thing to address is the oiling system. So you put the S55 oil pump system in, and that's really, outside of that, you're kind of pretty robust.
But no manuals.
No manuals, all automatic. The ZF8 transmission. Now, for driver feel and experience, I get it. There's nothing like a manual, but I can't shift as fast as this thing.
8-speed is really good.
Yeah.
What's the story behind that?
Oh, we've got
like damaged shells, panels all over the place.
We've got, every one of these has a little bit of a story, some incident, and just a little bit of BimmerWorld history hanging on the walls. We've got some of the early hoods and that was one of the World Challenge E90s back in the day.
Big whoopsie, E90, huh?
Yeah, E90, then that's G82, GT4 over there, another E90 over there.
That's an expensive car.
That one was quite an expensive one, yeah. Once you start getting into wrecking quarter panels and whatnot, the bodywork bill starts to go up significantly. Yeah, a range of hoods over the years that we've had incidents with, but also kind of a reminder of some of the history that we've built over the years with some of the racing things, and kind of cool to see all the different cars we've done, from
I like it.
E36s, E90s, E92, M3, GT3, M4 back there. So
you used to do a lot of E36, E46s on the racetrack, and now you're kind of moving towards the newer stuff.
Yeah. James, back in the day when he started, was E30s and E36s, racing those, and then moved to E46s in World Challenge, and then some of the more club racing level things. Spec E46 is something that we've had a big part in, and really kind of anything BMW for the racetrack or for your street car. So really a range of anything BMW-wise.
Fantastic for modifying. So my track car, Project Cologne, I actually got a lot of parts and advice from Phil, because I think you still have it.
I still have it. It's for sale, but yeah, I still have a Spec E46 race car. Raced that for the past 5 years. Yeah, love it. You
were the one that told me do the piston squirters.
Yeah.
Because you had one fail on your car. The oil pump that I got, that was the upgraded oil pump that I got from you guys as well. It's just the arms in the back as well for camber. Yep. That's also something that I got from you guys. So yeah, it's one-stop shop for everything. It's not just, stock gaskets for the S70 engine, but you have upgraded OEM aftermarket, just whatever you want. You guys have it here.
Enthusiast all around. We enjoy doing anything to do with a BMW.
And that's why I love working with you as well.
We love working with you.
What do you got going on over there?
Normally this is where the transporter is for the semi-trucks, but they are out in California, so just
Yes, race week, huh?
Yeah, race week. So their first race of the season season for the SRO GT4 program this year out in Sonoma. They're busy. There's one of the trucks though.
One truck.
But normally we have this place filled up, and that'll be back in a week or two, hopefully with some trophies come along with it. Tire area, tire mount and
That's
balancing.
where the loudest air compressor in the entire world lives.
Hence why we have it. We have it tucked
3
away.
blocks away.
It is so loud. Even
Knock.
over here, you could hear it.
Yeah.
This is our fabrication bay. We've got a car in here, an F82 M4 that is getting a roll cage. We've got a roll cage kit that we just came out with.
Welding, huh?
Weld-in cage kit. So this is just about wrapped up, and I think is going to go get its interior painted here. I think it's going to leave Friday or Monday.
This is going to be a full-blown race car.
Full-blown race car.
Not street legal.
Not at all. So yeah,
Wow.
this is a fun project. We actually helped the
This is
customer with for years.
in-house here.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
yeah. Fabrication shop.
CSF intercooler.
Yeah, MCS
Oh,
dampers.
you're not kidding around, huh?
Yeah, we're big fans of MCS suspension for that piece of it as the platform of the car and really the foundation of all the handling
So
characteristics
this
of the
is
car.
the S55 or S58?
S55 in this one.
55, right? I don't know modern BMWs.
We'll get you in one. We'll see how it goes.
So this is where my car was sitting.
Your car was sitting up on top of here. We wanted to keep it tucked away. No eyes on it. Nobody knew
Nice.
what it even was.
You could only just a little bit see the wheels. That's
Yep.
what the guys told me.
Yep, so we keep all our some various toys over here. We've got one here that I think will get out from under a cover
Oh, that's the one that we were discussing earlier?
a little later. Yeah, so
We gotta drive that.
yeah, I think we'll get Shred behind the wheel and see what he thinks of this thing. This is a pretty
touring.
fun car.
I love tourings.
E36
My
touring.
favorite.
And James got that thing imported like 2006 or something before it was normal. You know, now you can get them imported a lot easier.
Wow, that's interesting. I don't know how he did that.
Yeah,
that's-
it was a little tricky.
James Magic, huh?
Another F32 that's going to get built, some employee cars. This is our DE46 is what we call it. This is actually an employee track car. You work on the car as an employee and you earn your rights to go take it to the track. So we try to support
cool.
support the hobby and support
Come on,
all the
that is
things
so
here.
Cool. Need a car for the track, jump into this one and learn to drive.
This is the Bergsteiger shell. For those of you that know about, we've got a hill climb Pikes Peak car that we built and ended up doing a carbon body in the end, but this was one of the versions of it. So this actually used to be my car. I kind of wonder if the VIN is still
car?
over here. It is. So my brother had a 95 M3 that he bought in like 2001 or 2002. We turbocharged it. I ended up buying it off of him in like, I don't know, 2010 or so. And then a tree fell on it on the side of it, wrecked some pieces of it. And so I donated the chassis
Nice.
to BimmerWorld, and this is actually the remnants of that vehicle.
Well, cool story. Yeah, this is a convertible drift car from one of the guys here.
Yeah, AJ, one of the sales guys, this is his little
Sales
drift
guy.
mule.
So we're leaving out the shop area and walking into,
I'm gonna venture into the warehouse.
yes, this is where the parts are.
What's up, guys?
Hello. This is where the PowerFlex is.
We have definitely expanded a bit from our last place. We were busting at the seams at our last place. We've been in here a year and a half, I guess, in the warehouse.
Not long.
So-
I would imagine, give it a couple more years and all of this is gonna be full.
Oh gosh, we keep saying this is the last place we're going to be. We're not going to move again. But of course, as growth happens, things change. So
Indeed.
who ever knows? But we have some room to grow into.
But you can see the diversity right over here. H&R, wheels, Eibach, and then CSF, and then you walk over here and it's like OEM stuff.
Yeah, it's like all the pallet rack takes the larger things like MagnaFlow exhaust, the wheels, things like that, the big suspension packages, and then kind of over here is
This is where I'm usually hunting for parts.
start rifling through and seeing
Yeah.
what bin location has my gasket that I'm looking for, has my washers, my clamps, whatever it might be.
Man, I found so many parts here at night as well. Which is really fun. This is like, I've never experienced anything like it. So the fact that you get to do it and see how you guys do it on a day-to-day basis, it's just a great experience.
Yeah, like I said, it's definitely been a challenge to make sure we've got all the things for you. And whenever you hit me up with a message like, hey, have you got this? I'm like, I hope so.
Here you go, perfect example. Original BMW parts, aftermarket, Urid, that's OE, OEM. I mean, you have everything here. Techstar, that's OE.
Yeah.
For BMW, it's just one-stop shop for whatever you need.
Yeah, the range of all the things. You know, these are PFC race pads. So yeah, really a little bit of everything to kind of cover all the bases. Receiving department over here, so all the stuff kind of comes in through through those doors. They get everything all filtered out, checked in, get it on the shelves, and
How many packages do you ship out daily on average?
ooh, that's a range. I mean,
I would imagine a lot.
500 plus.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, so it's
And I've ordered parts from you here in the US on a completely opposite coast. When I was doing Project Fresno, those parts arrived within a day and a half, I would say.
Yeah.
When other parts in Germany, also a couple of days it's there.
yeah,
So it doesn't matter where we are.
we try to get it turned around quick. I mean, there are times that you'll place an order at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then if we've got it on the shelf, the warehouse is going to have it shipped out in just a few minutes.
Yeah, when I'm working on the E31 and I need parts, I go on the website and I see if it says in stock. They usually have it here on the shelf, or they can have it the very next morning from the nearby warehouse.
That's the target.
So it's freaking awesome. So if it's showing in stock, that means you do have it.
That does mean we do have it. We
Unlike some other unnamed companies that we shall not name.
yeah, and then everything kind of filters over to the shelves, and then the shipping department over here, these are their shipping stations, and they'll,
Rolling stuff out.
yeah, get their picking tickets, find out where the parts are, get them pulled, box them up, and send them on out.
Off they go. Fluids as well there. B&W fluid.
All the thing.
aftermarket fluids.
Bilsteins.
Bill Stein.
Bill Stein. My apologies. Now I'm gonna have to say it that way every time.
Yeah, that Americans will make fun of you.
That is very true. Over here, kind of our assembly department, a lot of little small hardware bits and pieces on the shelves over here.
Oh,
where,
right, because you also do in-house, you build parts.
Yeah, a lot of our BimmerWorld products. You know, Jonathan, our in-house engineer, which you have now.
Yes.
Some potential very nice help that is occurring on your car.
Amazing help, amazing help. That all happened within a day.
Yeah, so working on
Measuring, designing, and basically getting a quote out.
trying to get a rush order on some machine parts for shredding here, making it happen. But yeah, our BimmerWorld parts kind of get bagged up, kitted up over here and assembled, so that's the deal. All kinds of a range of things.
And even if you don't have something in stock, you can get it.
Correct.
I did order some tricky stuff for the E31 that are not that common. Fender liners for E31.
Yeah.
That's not something that's common, and you had it here within a couple of days.
Couple of days, yeah, not too bad. So even if we don't have it, and even if you don't see it on the website, we oftentimes will track it down and see, can we get it?
Even if you don't find anything on the website, email them.
Yeah.
Lots of times they'll manage to find parts. Pump for the E31, NLA in the entire world, they had one in stock.
Yeah,
So come on,
it was here.
credit where it's due. This is your oil department, I guess, as well.
Yeah, we go through enough redline fluids that we just decided to not put them on the shelf because that was just a nearly a waste of time because they just roll through it so quickly.
Yeah.
So yeah, just picking from a pallet out here.
I mean, this is a massive warehouse, honestly. I've never seen anything like it in Europe.
Feeling good about where we are and being able to have a little bit of breathing room as we were just stacked on top of each other.
And how many employees do you have?
I think we're at 55 and growing. We actually had a couple of interviews this week to keep
Beautiful.
ramping it up. So
Hey, if you're looking for some people, maybe someone watching the
that's
video.
right,
reach
yeah.
out. Yeah.
Holler at us, check out the careers page.
There you go. And I think most of your employees actually do race on the track.
Yeah, we've got a range. I race, carry races. We've got 4 or 5 people in the sales office that are involved in going to the track. We've got that DE car program to help people just get involved.
See? Enthusiasts. Not just in it for the money and to sling parts or whatever. They love this stuff. And that's why I love working with you, because we think alike.
I agree with that. I've definitely enjoyed working with you, and I really hope your experience here.
It's been amazing, man. It's been absolutely amazing. When I was coming here, I was thinking about it. Maybe I should have done this project back home. It would have been easier. I'm comfortable in my shop, this and that. And then I came here and we hit that huge brick wall with the pump. And I thought, okay, that's game over. We're not gonna get the car done in time. There's just no way. And then you came up with the solution on the very same day. Like, I wouldn't be able to do that in Germany. No way.
I was impressed. I was impressed with Jonathan's ability to get that stuff together and make it happen. But that's kind of what we do. We hit brick walls in the shop at times, and you got to get resourceful and
Gotta find a solution.
make it happen.
Yeah.
Something's got to happen to make it done. Get it done.
Exactly. The huge BimmerWorld sign.
Yes, massive sign, which
I love it.
that was amazing when we got it up. That was a big moment for all of us of just like, we're settled into the new place. This is
Finally
real.
ours. It's finally our home.
You pull into the parking lot, which is massive, by the way.
One of the guys told me they were thinking about doing like a mini course I guess.
We're talking about it. We're talking about it.
That sounds like fun.
You know, and see who can beat the record. You know, like what, just a little, maybe use the 318 Ti or something a little slow, underpowered, and just see what kind of little autocross you can do.
Let's do that next time I come back.
We should.
So this is all yours.
So yeah, the whole strip mall is all ours. So we have room to grow as well, even if we max this out. This unit between the warehouse and our office is vacant, and we will quite possibly take this over as
you grow.
As we grow, yeah, we're already growing on the.
Good Italian over there, Chinese.
You've gotten acquainted with them over there, haven't you?
Yeah, Chinese is really good, and so is the Italian. Yeah. So all ex-Walmart.
Ex-Walmart was a Walmart, you know, before the Walmart supercenters. So then into.
So this is the sales office.
This sales office.
Customer pickup.
So yeah, if you're picking up a part, this is where you're going to come to grab it. We've got the accounting department over here, which looks like we are towards the end part of the day, so they are gone. So
cool. Some
history and articles hanging around on the walls.
That's you on the racetrack.
Yeah, this is the old facility. Some of the old cars. That looks like one of them that's on the wall actually.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah.
And. Some trophies.
We've got a range of trophies. We actually need to work on getting them all up, because there's a whole room that seems to be filled with a bunch more that we haven't put up yet. But these were some highlights of a chunk of them that we wanted to showcase out here.
Love it. Pikes Peak.
Yeah, Pikes Peak is definitely a big event for us that we've done for a few years with that Bergsteiger car. Started with an E92 M3, then took a GT4, and then the E36 Pikes car. That's kind of the all-out crazy thing. So this is the sales office where the hustle and bustle occurs. These are the people that you will talk to on the phone as you call in or answer your emails. The BMW experts, as we like to call them.
Yeah, because even if you don't know the part number or the specific part that you need, or you need advice on buying something for your car, you can just email them like that.
Yeah, here to help. It's not just finding a part and sending you a part, it's giving you a solution to the problem. And the team in here really excels at that, of being able to find the solution, help you be successful with whatever part you need and whatever project you're working on.
Because I remember specifically when I was doing my E46 engine, the 330i swap, I wanted to do the standard wired nut on the oil pump, and you said, yeah, that'll stop the nut from coming out, but maybe you'll break the shaft off.
Exactly.
So that's when you told me, like, we have this upgraded pump, we'll send you that, put that on the engine.
Our harmonics issue with the bottom end on that thing at high RPM. So
it likes to vibrate things off.
Some more salespeople over here, and then kind of our purchasing row of people over here that help make what the salespeople get going, then the purchasing people help get it out the door. Little break room area, some more things on the wall, and then a conference room with kind of some history of BimmerWorld along the walls.
So that's James.
That is James, yes. That is 2004, 2005, yeah. Goodness.
Roundel magazine.
I wasn't even here yet. I started in 2007.
Man, you've been here a long time.
2007, it was my college job. I worked in the warehouse, started out just like, I'll sweep floors, I'll do whatever. I needed a job, and didn't want to work at a fast food place or whatever, which I would have, but it was like, this will be a good deal. And came out to school out here and started there and kind of worked my way up, became warehouse manager after a few years.
Amazing. And how big was BimmerWorld back then?
Our warehouse was probably 2,000 square feet, 2,500 square feet, which is like this room almost.
So how did BimmerWorld start? I know a little bit about it. I know James wanted to support his racing career, and
that's kind of the start of it. It was 97 is when he started it, and it was really him selling used parts and things like that, just to kind of help fund his hobby of going to the racetrack. And then it kind of turned into a more serious thing and grew, and then started the website, which probably was in an opportune time of early 2000s of getting into e-commerce things. And then it's just grown and grown. It started out in a building that didn't even have running water. Wow. And it's like no heat, had these kerosene heaters that were just super loud. And apparently in the winter, when the phones would start ringing, they had to turn the heaters off because it was just too loud.
Oh my God.
So it was definitely a grassroots operation, and I feel like that's carried on over the years.
All right, I guess we'll get to meet James a bit later when we go for.
Yeah, I think he's out. He's left for the day, but in general, that's pretty much the facility.
So now you know what happens behind the closed doors of BimmerWorld.
Well, thanks for being here, and
hey, thank you for showing us around.
Absolutely.
Quite literally pumping out the over there, the tanker. But yeah, Lasky, we're dead. Stay dead. And alive are alive. This is the food city It's where I get my food and where Starbucks is. And this is my Starbucks name. So now I've grabbed some supplies for later, snacks and what have you. Now I gotta run to O'Reilly's, get some stuff to treat Rust, and then let's go get a breakfast burrito. And then maybe I can show you a little bit around Pulaski. I drove through downtown yesterday and it's interesting. So you have Suzuki on the right side, McDonald's, Hardee's, and Pulaski Motor Mile used cars. Did you know that the cup holder on E63 was it? Is in the most ridiculous place, but it's there. Like, why? Microfono got disconnected. Anyway, that's O'Reilly's there. I need to get some stuff to remove rust on the AHK pipes. Welcome back to O'Reilly's. All right, what am I looking for? We'll see if I'll end up using that. Depends on the condition of the pipes. O'Reilly's trip done. Found a place here, this little deli that makes dang good burritos, bro. So let's get that. Burrito acquired. So here's, well, it's not back roads, it's like family homes and stuff in Pulaski. Brush Arbor, Assembly of God. Have old houses, massive pickups. Yeah, it's very rural. All houses here are made of wood. That used to be an old software store, if that serves me right. Yep, trustworthy software store. Car wash? An old one? Oh, that's what it looks like. And now for something really special.
Or a little different.
This is James Clay. He's the owner and founder of BimmerWorld.
Yep.
And this is his pride and joy.
Yeah.
All I know about this car, E36 touring with S62 swap.
Yeah, a little something for you in there, right?
Oh, I love S62s. So tell me a bit more about the car, how this came to be.
Yeah, so I had a buddy over in Sweden, and this was almost 20 years ago, when these things weren't legal in the US, and he took a car apart for me and sent it over in a big pile of parts.
You're kidding.
And we got a pile of parts and we put it together back into a car with a couple of improvements.
Wow, look at this.
Yeah, so
that is ridiculous. This was 20 years ago.
This was 2008, I think we built this car initially.
Wow.
And it's been through a couple of revisions. The first iteration was a turbocharged US 3.2 M3 engine, and you know that was fun. It had a lot of power, but it had some problems, and it was a track car, but it was a show car kind of, and it was a top mount, and it made a lot of heat, and so I thought let's make this thing a little bit more stealthy and a little bit more fun for standard use. So and I love the sound of a V8.
Oh, I've heard of M62 swaps in these cars, but I think S62 is the first one that I've seen heard of. This is, and we're gonna pop the hood.
Yeah, we gotta pop the hood. So,
and we are not talking about a random swap here. This is properly done, like beautifully done.
Yeah, Dave from our shop, Dave Simpkins, did a amazing job dropping this thing in and making it look incredibly factory.
Yeah, I was talking to him about this earlier, and he told me that he had a problem with the oil pump and the oil pan because they were hitting the steering rack. And he got a kit from Poland and got it to work.
Yeah, so 15,000 mile motor.
15,000.
And again, so my friend from Sweden sent me the motor for, he was sending me a lot of motors, super low miles, and this thing, I was gonna use it in something, and then it just sat around in the shop as things tend to do. And I sold it to a friend, and he was gonna do something with it. And then, years later, I said, hey, do you have that motor? I think I got something for it. And so I bought it back from him, and this is its new home.
It was meant to be. It was meant to be. This is a clean swap. It's beautiful. But the engine otherwise is stock.
Stock motor. Stock motor, stock 6-speed trans.
So 394 horsepower, around 400.
I don't know if it's underrated from the factory. Epic Motorsports did the EWS delete for us and tuned it. So I think we're making about
should be a bit
450 square.
Oh, wow.
At the wheels. So
that's a lot of power for the little E36.
Yeah.
And this is Montreal Blue Metallic.
Yes.
Original color.
Original color.
That's a beautiful color.
Rubbed on a little bit. It was a little rough coming from Sweden. It'd been through some snow. Yeah. But we've cleaned it up
But yeah, these were never sold in the US.
No.
I'm a sucker for fast wagons, so I actually can't wait to experience this one.
Well,
so what do you have suspension-wise, brakes, clutch, that sort of stuff?
So suspension, it's MCS. So these are two-way non-remotes. We used to have it really sprung up for track use, but it's now a much more reasonable ride. PFC brakes, all four corners, and I think we had kind of a full at one point a full spherical bearing, all the stuff for track use, and so that's dialed back a little bit too now.
Firm.
Yeah, it's still pretty firm. but it's within reason. We've massaged rear fenders a little bit, so
Yeah,
we've
I can
got
see that. A little bit flared.
Yeah, just a little bit. All done with metal, and now we're able to fit a little bit bigger wheel and tire under there. 9-inch front, 10-inch rears. Still not enough to really put the power down.
Yeah.
But plenty to make it a lot of fun.
Because this is not a heavy car either. I don't know what they weigh normally, but
Just a little over 3,000, but you know, in modern standards, that's a lightweight car.
Yep.
And that engine has enough power to make this thing a ton of fun. Maybe you'd like to drive it.
oh, absolutely.
Well, let's do it.
It's been a while since I've been in an E36.
Yeah.
That sounds a lot different.
This is what I always started with.
Oh, wow.
Super tight. Super.
That is short. Is it stock M5 transmission, Getrag?
Yeah.
Nice. Lighter flywheel?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah.
And don't worry, the carb is nice and warm. And you said twin disc clutch.
Yeah, it's a 8.5-inch twin disc. Holds all the power.
All right, I'm gonna go slow because I never go fast with a car that I don't know. Especially getting used to the clutch and everything. Oh, okay. Yep. I see now. Yeah, it's gonna take me a little bit to get used to the clutch. So you raced this car as well?
I did a couple of time trials. I did some Ultimate Track car events with it. Yeah, that's our DNA, is cars on track. And that's where I think a BMW does really well in a fairly natural environment.
Especially with older stuff. But even the newer one, the guys that you do now.
Yes.
Yeah, it's quite a bit different to a rev match than standard S62.
So one of the tricks with the install of the engine is so tall, and even with the different oil pan, we had to drop the subframe a little bit. Otherwise, the engine sticks out of the hood. And so I wanted to keep the stock body lines. I wanted to keep the hood
awesome.
not modified. So we had to drop the subframe, which changed the suspension a little bit, changes the bump steer, changes the Ackerman. So you can a little bit feel the bump steer. And then when you turn it in a tight parking lot, the Ackerman's different. So it's not quite what it used to be.
It does feel a lot tighter than E39 M5 because this is a steering rack.
Yes.
Which is fantastic. And yeah, you could have gone the route of cutting out the hood, doing the bulge like on muscle cars. So it's really nice that you managed to keep that. Oh man. Yeah, you can tell that you can shift really fast.
Yes.
On the track with this. So you race professionally?
Yes.
How long now?
27, 28 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So quite a lot of experience.
Yes. Yeah, I started BimmerWorld so I could race cars, and so started selling parts to fund the budget.
That's the way to do it, man.
Yeah, and thankfully it's worked out, so I get to race some fun cars.
Really did, yeah. So have you been to the Nürburgring?
Yes. So I've done the 24-hour 2 times. Done a bunch of NLS races. And
well, hopefully you can make it again over there, and we'll go together.
Yes,
Take
absolutely.
my track tool. It's not probably up to your standard when it comes to racing stuff, but it's a fun little thing to toss around. Oh yeah, this is nice to rev match. Oh, that just put a smile on your face. Oh, that is nice. So what would you say is your favorite BMW model? Or all older stuff?
I'm an E36 guy.
E36?
Yeah.
That was maybe a dumb question.
Yeah,
We're driving right now.
It's yeah, exactly. I pour my love into these things.
Oh.
I like the V8. I like the sound of the E92.
This is a fantastic combination. You have a touring E36 with a V8. This is basically, well, yeah, that's what Alpina did with their cars. They put M62 4.6 in their E36s, and I heard a funny story regarding that, because when they approached BMW and they told them we're gonna do this, BMW BMW laughed at them and told them, like, that's not gonna happen. Like, you can't fit it. There's no space. And then Alpina did some work with the bulkhead and transmission and got it to fit. And those cars are not really sought after.
Our Pikes Peak car is kind of an E36 with an S63 in it. So
suspension isn't that harsh. I mean, it is a track car, but it's not like terrible to drive on the roads.
it's got still a fair amount of spring in it. So yeah, the ride is very reasonable.
Oh yeah, she feels beautifully. Hillento is also beautiful.
Yeah, I love it. It's as much fun to be a passenger in this car as it is.
So easy.
You know, I love watching you drive it too.
Oh, this is fantastic, man. It's just putting a smile on my face instantly. And the throttle is so responsive. Oh yeah. This is a great car. It's a fantastic car. Fantastic job, honestly.
Thank you.
See, I'm getting better with the clutch.
Yeah, it always takes me a bit to calibrate to this one.
Well, I also have, I mean, I love manual cars. I don't like automatics. I have quite a few manual cars, and each car is a little bit different. But to me, it's, I know you go faster with an automatic and all of that stuff.
Right.
But for daily driving and just enjoying the car more, I just prefer the manual factory.
I did too, and especially in the older stuff. The older stuff where it's really made for a manual.
And it's mechanical.
Yes.
You can feel the car.
Yes.
Like this is, you can hear that click when it goes in, and it's just.
I guess, you know, on the newer cars, maybe it's hard to be as engaged anyway because there's so much kind of hiding what the car is actually doing to make it a luxury car.
But this is also one of the nicest setups that I've driven when it comes to transmission and just clutch in general feel. It's very easy to get used to. And like rev matching, you don't need a lot to get in there. It's just nice. So yeah, I can imagine this thing is a hoot around the track. Well, thank you so much for putting this together and, you know, for dedicating your time to this. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
This was a fun experience.
I'm glad you like it.
I love it. I really do. Yeah, I keep buying Tourings. That's why I decided to use my E46 Touring, which is unusual for a track car.
Right.
But I was like,
oh, it's a Touring. Cool.
It's a Touring, yeah.
Nice.
I was like, I already have it. It's a car that I had for a long time. I love fast Tourings, and I just love an idea of driving fast on the Nürburgring with a Touring. It's just fun seeing like overtaking other people in a Touring. It's
in the 80s, my dad had a station wagon because they're not Tourings. Yeah, right. And it was this big old thing. And I think the American market, that was what a station wagon was. And it's not the thing you wanted to ever drive. And so I think we've been fighting this stigma for so many years. But I kind of had a soft spot in my heart for those, you know, the drives in that car with Dad. And
that's awesome.
And so I've kind of always been a wagon guy.
It's a family car. Like you can put a lot of stuff in the back, put the family in it, and just go on a road trip.
I always want 4 doors. I don't like coupes. It's not my preference.
Interesting.
Yeah, because you know it's so convenient. Open up the back door, put your stuff in the back, or the 5-door wagons.
Oh, the clutch is fantastic, man. I am so comfortable with it now. I love it. Well, thank you again for hosting me here as well for 2 weeks, occupying your shop.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Making a mess.
Yeah, you haven't been a mess. You've done a great job.
Yeah, it's been a battle, but it's been a lot of fun. Honestly, I love this. So can't wait to come back for the second time, maybe even a third time. We'll see.
There you go.
Because this worked out absolutely ideally. Cars give me issues, and you guys have everything here. The fact that you have an engineer on the site.
That was fortuitous.
It's just amazing. Like the same day we found a solution, and like I wouldn't be able to do that even back home.
All right, my friends, I've been a terrible vlogger, at least when it comes to behind the scenes on the car. I wanted to do more. I wanted to film more behind the scenes as I was working on the car. I didn't really have the opportunity. I was flat out working on this thing 12 days straight. I worked the entire day just sleep and work. And my main focus was just to get everything done on time and film for the main channel. And that's why I didn't do a lot of vloggerson there. But I think still this should be a pretty fun video. We drove that amazing E36, the M6. We have a tour of the BimmerWorld, and my time is coming to an end. This is my last day here. I have a flight to catch. I'm actually about to leave in about 30 minutes, so I'm just closing this out. The car is running again, and it is running beautiful. It is running mint. The engine is very smooth. It pulls clean. It no longer leaks oil. The stupid hydraulic pump, which was the really challenging bit, is actually working again. Building pressure and not leaking. So you probably have already seen that in the main video, but here it is. It's just in this color. Like, it's probably one of my favorite colors now. It's just such a beautiful shade of blue. Not metallic, just beautiful blue color. The whole car just feels so nice. Like, you can tell that it's a low mileage car. When you like shut the doors, it just feels so solid. It's a lot less worn out than my E31, I'm gonna tell you that much, than Project Marseille. The leather is in spectacular condition, needs good cleaning and conditioning, but the interior is in really nice shape. This, I thought it was gloss black trim, but no, this is some sort of wood trim, just dark, and it looks super nice, and it's super rare as well. Original CSI steering wheel. Oh yeah, what's wrong with that wheel? It's locked, pointing inwards like that. I didn't have time to troubleshoot the rear wheel steering any more than this. It started working, it clearly did once I fixed the pump, but then it got locked in this position, and no matter what I do, it just doesn't want to unlock. And I'm suspecting it's something mechanically blocking the whole system in the back from getting the wheels to straighten out. Brakes as well, had some issues there. Ended up using E39 M5 brake discs, which worked out brilliantly. However, the calipers in the front don't really want to bleed correctly. The good news is, now I know what to expect. Now I know the condition of the car, and next time I come back, I'm gonna be a lot better prepared. Anyway, I'm gonna go continue packing. I have to repack some stuff. Then I'm gonna meet Z in Charlotte, give him back the M6, and we'll chat a little bit about the M6 on the drive back. For now, say bye to Santorini Blue Beauty. This car, the most beautiful car, the most special and most amazing car I ever bought and owned. I think I'm gonna have to sell it in the end because it's worth so much money. But how do you sell a car like this? It's stupendous. It's gorgeous. It's stunning. I'm never gonna find another one in this color, never, in this condition, because it's, maybe you can find another one in this color, but it's not gonna be neglected. And to me, this is the best condition you can find it in. I don't want a garage queen. I don't want a mint car. I want a neglected car that I can then make mint. All right, let me give you a taste of a startup. That famous V12 starter. You know, for a car that's been off the road for probably about 10 years, listen to how it runs now. It's mint. That's what I love about these V12s. When you service them and when you just get them right, they work so nice. All right, my good peeps, we are leaving the county of Pulaski, heading to the airport. 2 hours and 13 minutes, so same like when I came here. It's been a lot of fun. All things considering, a lot of fun and a proper adventure. I got sick on Friday. Today is, what is it? It's Tuesday. And I felt like crap. Friday evening, Saturday, and Sunday. Monday as well, I felt like crap. The weather here was just so bizarre. Like one day it's 25 degrees Celsius, nice and warm. The next day it's minus and it's snowing. Coming from Germany, I've seen some weird weather, but this is just completely baffling. So that finally got to me. And you know, I try to stay on top of everything just to be in shape when I do these kind of things. So what I do, it's very physically exhausting. Like you're the entire day on your feet, working with your hands, with your back. And I started going to the gym as well a while back with a personal trainer, just to get that core strength, because if I want to continue doing what I'm doing past 40s, I need to be in shape. So I do feel quite good, and you know, I'm tired, but I'm not like broke, which is good. And I worked, so I would wake up 10, 11. I'm not a morning person, I like to sleep in, but I don't go to bed before 3 a.m. So that was my time here. Every single day was like that. So indeed, a lot of work. Come on, S85, take me home. Anyway, let's talk about the M6 for a little bit. I haven't had the opportunity to open up this car properly because the speed limits in Pulaski, they are 25, 35, 45 miles an hour, and you can't really open up the car at those speeds. And I didn't have time to search for nice back roads. I did push it just a little bit, and I can tell that it's more nimble and sportier than the E60. The steering is just that much sharper. Not that E60 is dull or anything, it's just here it feels a little bit more sharper and planted. As for the weight of the car, it feels quite good. You know, for a big coupe, this isn't a super heavy car. The interior, I really like it, especially love this. I hope you can see it on the camera. This line that goes from the door panel all the way through the dash, and then it goes there. It's a very, very nicely designed interior. It's just a very nice cockpit. The seats are decent, but for some reason, like the base is like really short. That I don't understand. So E60 comfort seats to me are better, but these are not uncomfortable seats or anything like that. Like you can cruise in this thing for hours and hours. I do want to get one, but I have so many projects and so many cars that I want to do, and I don't think it makes sense to get one because it's the exact same engine as the E60 M5. But I do have a crazy idea that maybe one day I'll make happen, like buying one of these that's in rough shape and making a track car out of it for the Nürburgring. That would be epic. Imagine that. If you build a stroker engine, say 5.9 or 6 liter V10, manually swap it, short shift kit, wing on the back, just make it like really, really track ready. I think that would be sick, but it would cost quite a lot of money, a lot. Just to run this car on the track is something else. Nonetheless, I will pin that idea on my board in the brain bucket. Huge thank you to my friend Zlatan for lending me this car. Really, really appreciate it. He's doing the same thing again. He's driving from Chattanooga to Charlotte, pick up the car, and then drive back on the same day. That's 10 hours of driving. Thank you so much, Z. Really appreciate that. Anyway, I will be back. I'm aiming for June. The plan with the car is, honestly, I want to keep it. It's a beautiful, stunning car, and I know I'm never gonna find another one in that color, that spec, in that condition. So from that side, I don't want to sell it, but from the other side, it's a very expensive car. It's the most money I ever spent on a car, and you know, to have it just because I want it and having it sit, I mean, it wouldn't sit, I would use it, but still, it's too much money for me just to, you know, have it in the garage because I really love it. I gotta think about family as well, about future. Have a son now. We're thinking about buying an apartment. I would love to buy my own shop one day, like the shop that I'm in right now. I want to buy that, and if I sell this car for a decent amount of money, maybe I can put deposit down or something. I don't know. Even though that freaking shop is gonna cost a fortune, I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to afford to buy that unless I become a drug dealer or something. Or apparently, this is quite funny. If you go on Reddit, someone did a search on me. I think my first name and last name and then nationality or something like that. And Google AI said that I'm part of Serbian mafia. So you better not f with me, okay? I'm a dangerous man. I have oil leaks as my bodyguards. I don't know what I was talking about, but I thought I would mention that because it is hilarious. I'm gonna end the vlog here. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this Vloggy Vloggerson. I hope it was enjoyable after all. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.